morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. In today's video I'm going to be sharing a flip through with you of the Stone Mosaic Book 5 Christmas edition by the wonderful Belba family. Now they have really kindly sent me this book to share and review here on the channel, so I just want to say a huge thank you to the Belba family for allowing me to share another one of their amazing books here with you all. So, like I said, this is the 5th in their Stone Mosaic series. This is the Christmas edition, and it lets us know here that we have white and black backgrounds. So basically we get 2 of each image. One is on a white background, one is on a black background. And they are sort of white background, black background. So you've got the same page twice and then on to the next page, if that makes sense. So we've got this gorgeous glossy front cover and then an example here of the sort of things that we can find inside the book. And then if we turn the book over again, we have some really lovely thumbnails here on the back of just a few of the images that we can expect to find inside. And then we have our 22 colour palette here down the side. And then just down here we have the ISBN number and the copyright information there for Belba family. So as we open up the book, we have our nameplate page. And this is really lovely. What they have done is on the reverse, they've sort of printed really faintly like a snowflake design. Really, really lovely. So here it just lets us know what we can expect in the book. So there's 25 Christmas pictures on white and black background. So that means that we will have 50 images to colour. And then here on the next page we have our colour palette, and there's room there to test out your mediums and to try and, you know, figure out your colours as well. And if you want to cut out this page just so that you're not sort of keep referring back to this page or the back of the book, there is a line here for you to cut across just so you can keep that page at hand if that's something that you find would be easier. And then we move straight into our images. So we have our image to be coloured on the right, and then on the left we have the 22 colour palette here, which is printed as well. And that again is such a really nice touch because that will prevent us having to look either to the back of the book or the page that I just showed you. So we have the design on the white background and then the same but on the black background. So here are our mosaic shapes that need to be coloured in. The numbers are printed in a medium to dark grey, so they're quite visible. They're not too small that I think it would be really difficult to see. However, if you suffer from a visual impairment, it is just something to note that they are not printed in black. Neither are the outlines of the stone mosaics on the white background. Again, they are printed in that sort of mid-grey colour. But the line art is still quite thick, so I do think if you have a visual impairment, it's not the line art that will be the problem, I don't think. So I have coloured 2 pages in here just to show you what they look like. The same image on a white and a black background. They're printed single-sided, so if, like me, you like to use your alcohol markers in these kinds of books, you absolutely can. So as I always say, just make sure to put a blotter page between. That will protect your next image from any potential bleed through, be that from your alcohol markers, maybe water-based markers, But yeah, you can use gel pens, pencils, whatever you would like in these books. The only thing I don't think I would suggest would be watercolours, just because of how porous the paper is. It can be done, but I think, you know, for the majority of us, we just use our markers and things like that, don't we, in these kinds of books. Okay, so what I'm noticing is that we do have the full 22 colour palette listed on every single page. So I don't know if that means that every page needs every single colour or not. In some other books by different companies, I know that they just list the colours that you need for the opposite page. But it doesn't bother me. It's not, you know, it's not a problem. It's just something that I'm picking up on that I do think it's important to note during a review. Don't know if any of you guys can make out what some of these images are going to be already or not. Now personally, I prefer the black background because I don't have to be so kind of mindful then about sort of the, you know, trying to keep the ink within the lines on the white background. But again, that is just down to personal preference. Okay, so here is the image that I have coloured, and this is all done in alcohol based marker. So here is what the final result looks like on the white background, and here is the same but on a black background. And I just think it looks absolutely wonderful. So I do think I will probably go through and do the black background pages first, I think. Who knows? Maybe I'll do what I've done with them and sort of colour both of the pages at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. But my preference is for the black background. I just think it really makes the colours stand off the page, which is lovely. Now it is printed on Amazon paper. So again, that is something to be aware of. But I think this is lovely, and you know, Christmas can be such a stressful time of the year, and so to sit with a book like this, you know, you colour by numbers, a couple markers, it will help immensely. So now it looks like we are moving on to our horizontal designs, but for the sake of the video I am just going to keep the book this way while I finish the flip through, and then what I will do is play this to some music just while we have a look at the last few pages, and then I will see you again at the end. go, my lovelies. That is all of the colouring pages. And then here we get a thank you page from the Belba family. And then we have information here where we can follow them on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And then we have a list of all of the other books by the Belba family that we can find. And if you have any in your collection or you would like to add to your collection, you can see what you have, and then you can sort of, you know, cross them off or sort of highlight the ones you've got. So I think that's really nice to have a record of that as well. And then here in the back we just have a couple of blank pages just to test out your colours, your mediums and whatever else you wish to use in this book. I personally think the Belba family have done a wonderful job with this book. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to colour in this one over the festive period. Yeah, I would highly recommend. What I will do is put the link to purchase this down below in the video description. The UK Amazon link is an affiliate link. However, the US and Canada links, they are not. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.